This is 7.5, factoring x squared plus bx plus c. So factoring is writing a polynomial as a product of factors. To factor x squared plus bx plus c as x plus p times x plus q, you need to find p and q such that when they are added together, they make that b term, and when they are multiplied, they make the c term. So these come from the middle portions of FOIL, and these come from the last portions in FOIL. So you can see this written out with letters. X plus p times x plus q is x squared plus qx plus px plus pq. These each have an x term, and they're being added, so I can pull out the x and add them together. And that we know that p plus q is b, and p times q is c. So if I do this with numbers, I have x squared plus 6x plus 5. I need two numbers that multiply to 5, but when I add them together, they make 6. That's going to be 1 and 5. If I have x squared minus 6x plus 5, two numbers that multiply to 5, but when I add them, they make negative 6. They have to be the same sign to make it positive at the end, but one of them, at least one of them, needs to be negative to make a negative number. So that's negative 1 and negative 5. So if we factor x squared plus 10x plus 16, my b term is 10 and c is 16. So numbers, so I know c is positive, the binomials must have the same signs, and since b is positive, they're each going to have a plus in the middle. So I'm going to find two positive integer factors of 16 whose sum is 10. So if I do 2 and 8, that's 2 plus 8 equals 10. So far, so good. And 2 times 8 is 16. So I get my 10 and 16 there. So x squared plus 10x plus 16 is x plus 2 times x plus 8. So x squared plus 7x plus 6, I'm looking for factors that add to 7 but multiply to 6. So that's 1 and 6. And so I have x plus 1 times x plus 6. In this one, we need them to multiply to 20 but add to 9, and that's going to be 4 and 5. And one more, they need to multiply to negative 18 but add to 3. So they need to have different signs, and the larger one needs to be positive. So that's negative 3 and positive 6. Here, they need to have the same sign, but add to a negative number. So that's negative 4 and negative 7. X squared plus 2x minus 15, again, different signs, and the larger needs to be positive. So that's x minus 3 times x plus 5. And here, we know the coefficient in front of this x is 1. So they need to multiply to negative 42, but add to a negative 1. So the larger number needs to be negative. And that's going to be x minus 7 and x plus 6. Alright. A farmer wants to plant a rectangular pumpkin patch in the corner of a square plot of land. So we have pumpkin patch here and a square plot of land. The area of the pumpkin patch is 600 square meters. What is the area of the square plot of land? So I'm looking for the area of this large square. So I have some given information here. I know the area of the pumpkin patch is 600 meters squared, and I know area is length times width. So the 600 is this side minus 40 times the side minus 30. So I can FOIL those, and now I want it to be set equal to 0. So I subtract 600 on each side, and now I'm going to factor this so I can find what are my possibilities of s. So I get s equals 10 and s equals 60. S equals 10 does not make sense because I know that one side is at least 40 meters, so how can the total be 10 if this portion is 40? So I'm going to go with s equals 60. So I get 60 times 60, which is 3,600 meters squared for the area of this large square.